Good afternoon, and welcome to the big shave. I couldn't find my big glasses, so I'm having to use these little weenie ones. They work just as well. I'm glad to say. I can see you really clearly. Yeah, you. So it's Saturday. I've been really lax really about keeping up the shaving videos, but I've been a bit busy. Can be busy, can't I? But in saying that, I've got an interesting one today because I've got a package. I was buying stuff off eBay, and this package arrived, and I was like, I can't remember buying anything off eBay. What's in the package? And it's our good friend Adam Massey from the Czech Republic. Has sent me some goodies, and the first thing I've pulled out to get the right way up. Yeah, it's the right way. This is Windsor, Alpa Windsor shaving cream, all the way from the Czech Republic. And Česká republika, Alpa. So Windsor, nothing to do with the royal family. It's something else. I'm not sure what it's made by actually. It might be made by a multinational, I suppose, mightn't it? Anyway, let's have a smell first of all. The smell's always the good one, isn't it? Oh, well, it's got a very interesting smell. I'd say what it is, but it is interesting. Get off on it. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit in a bowl. It's quite thick actually. It's thicker than most tube stuff. I'm going to lather up a little bit with the good old badger brush with the onyx handle. Let's get it wet and lather up. So this is Windsor cream. I'm not seeing anywhere else, but obviously it's Adam's always going on about how these Eastern European countries, like the Czech Republic, have all these arcane brands. It's very foamy. It's very reminiscent, really, the foaminess of it of Vico. So I'm gonna keep on churning it. It's probably the right expression, isn't it? And see what happens. Give it a good churn, and I'm gonna let it stand for a minute. So what else has he sent me? He sent me a pack of Gillette Platinums. Don't know where they're from. It's got distributed by Procter & Gamble, so I'm assuming they're made in Britain, but it could be made anywhere, I suppose, couldn't it? And that's the blade. Very thin and flexible. And I'm gonna put it in a decent razor. We're not putting it in a Mercury, because with the Mercury you can never tell how good or how bad the blade is, really. It flatters pretty mediocre blades. And makes good blades even better. This is the Gillette flare tip I got from the car boot sale for £1 a couple of weeks ago. Cleaned it up a little bit. Some metal polish, so I'm going to use that. So I'm loading that into it. It's a non-adjustable butterfly top. So there you go, it's tightened up. I'm going to leave that to soak in the sink. And he's also sent me some sort of cologne-y, aftershave type stuff. Again, it's made by Alpa, and it's Konvalinka. Not sure what's in it. It smells nice. It smells lovely. You get the first whiff you get, obviously, it's the alcohol, because it's nearly all alcohol. It's got a very sort of light fragrance. I'm going to use that as the cologne. I'm going to put a different perfume on. So there you go. This is Alpa once it's settled down. I've probably got a bit watery actually. This is probably why it's like this. Let's give it a good. So how is everyone? The Facebook shaving group, the big shave's going really well. We're getting lots of members. We're on 93 people. I'm going to see if we can get up to 100. So if you know anyone who might be interested, point them towards it or recommend them. Okay, so we're going with the grain, which in my case is a diagonal. Some people's it's down, some people it's straight across, but mine goes down the face, roughly 45-degree angle. A little bit of tug to begin with. Let's try a bit more. Might be the shaving foam. Put a bit more on. A bit of tug on the blade. For those who are new to the big shave, we use this thing called beard reduction, where you don't try and get everything off on the first pass. you just basically do a pass, which is really awkward because I can't see out these glasses. It's tugging a little bit, the blade. But again, it seems to be better on the more you shave with it, the better it feels. Okay. Let's put a bit more. So what's been happening in your neck of the woods? Still fed up with hearing about Greece defaulting on the euro all the time. That's all it seems to be about on the news, and I know it's going to be serious when it happens, because it is going to happen. It's just, I've got other things to think about than what's happening to Greece. I am sort of a bit sad about what happened with the Greek people. If there's any Greeks watching, there you go. But the story that you get is that they lived on credit. The whole country lived on credit. It was spending far more. I know we all do this, spending far more than its income. But it was a great deal of corruption as well. People weren't paying the correct income taxes. Again, that happens everywhere, but it seems to be endemic in Britain. Not paying your correct income tax seems to be the realms of the rich, self-employed. Okay, this blade's lovely now, being silky. Nice razor as well. You forget sometimes I've got these old Gillettes are very, very, very reliable razors. The other thing to say is that I'm really surprised how many Umars. I put the Umar razors on eBay, and I've sold out of them. I've got none left. They've gone all over the world as well. It's not just sort of the British people buying them. I've been sending them here, there, and everywhere. So we're always interested to get people's feedback on the Umar, because it's a fairly odd little thing, really. The whole world of razors, it's got a little a subgroup all on its own. Okay, so that's the third pass, and that's done well. What else is happening? Okay, I suppose it's worth sort of saying something about my relationship with Sheila, isn't it? Because it was on the Big Shave last year when it all went belly up. Talked about it, and it's going really well. Can't really grumble at what's been happening. Our relationship is better than it was before we broke up, and it just goes to prove that if you persevere, then things can be made right. We had a good Valentine's Day last week. It wasn't on Valentine's Day; it was the night before. We went down to Sheila's house. She gave me a lovely meal, and we gave each other presents. Some of them were homemade presents, some of them were bought presents, and we enjoyed each other's company for the evening, which is good. And everything's good. That's all I can say. Everything's really good. Well, a bit of news. Straight Shaving Cat used to do videos as well. This is Tom from America. He's in Los Angeles. He stopped doing them because apparently he was getting a lot of negative comments from people, which is very, very bad, isn't it, really? You think about it, and you think, what is it all about? It's all about pleasure. It's all about the pleasure of having a nice, clean face and the feeling it gives you. And some people just take it to some sort of extreme, don't they? It becomes a sort of more than a passion. It becomes like a religion. I'm not a very religious person. Okay, so that's the shaving bit done. So I'm going to try the Alpa. Got a big glug of that on. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's fantastic. Well done, Adam. Do you realise you're going to have to start selling this on eBay? It's fantastic. Very refreshing feeling. And I'm going to top that off with a little bit of Tibet, which is almost as good as Arco cream. Not quite as good, but nearly as good. I'm going to get a big blob of that. So I was a bit sad, really, that Tom in America's decided that he didn't like what people were saying, and you know, people. I don't care really. People say what they like about me, and they often do. But at the end of the day, there's not much people can sort of pull me up on. I'm 55 years old, I've got grey hair, receding, and you know, it'd be a different thing if I, you know, dyed my hair black or something and tried to look like I was 25, which I don't. Okay, so that's the big shave over today, with a little bit of rant against ageism and people just being nasty to each other. Be kind to people, especially when they're putting a bit of effort in. Tom used to put a lot of effort into those videos, and for people to actually start, you know, crucifying him, it's dreadful. Okay, goodbye from me, Steve Faragher and the Big Shave. Saturday the 18th of February 2012. I'll see you next week, and I promise to do at least 3 this week. God, that Alba. Whew.